Hi there. My name is Yaroslav Kornilov and I'm product manager and I will walk you through SUSE Enterprise Linux roadmap. We have four chapters in this presentation. Chapter one is a high level overview of what we have in our portfolio. Chapter two is an overview of SUSE Linux Enterprise 15. Chapter 3 is SUSE Linux Enterprise 15 SP4 deep dive. And chapter 4 will tell you what's next after SP4. So let's start with SUSE Linux Enterprise family. Here you have the overview of the overall portfolio SUSE has, and as you can see, we have two major layers in that portfolio. In the middle, we have Linux, the operating system, and we will talk about that later. And we have also Kubernetes on top, and this is not going to be covered in this presentation. There are many other where the Kubernetes and Rancher is explained. So let's talk about the green layer in the middle, Linux. So what we have here, we have a SUSE Linux Enterprise family. It's actually a set of different products with, of course, our flagship product called SLE Server. We have also other products like SLES for SAP applications. It's as the name assumes, it's focused on different SAP applications like HANA. It's tuned for that, and then it's certified for them. We have a SLE desktop for the desktop users. We have SLES for high performance computing, HPC. We have a newcomer in this family, SLE Micro. We also have multiple extensions such as high availability that can be added on top of the products that I just mentioned. Also, we support other Linuxes, and there's a dedicated session for that. And last but not least, we have SUSE Manager, the tool that helps to keep all those products together. And as you can see in the bottom layer of this slide, all of those products, they are able to run in different use cases, starting from the desktop and traditional data centers for cloud, branch, and edge deployment scenarios. Let's move. So let's talk about SUSE Linux Enterprise lifecycle. We have three families that are currently active. It's SLE 11, SLE 12, and SLE 15. They're in different phases of the life cycle. SLE 11, it has reached its end of life status. Its LTSS is over. It's still we still support the customers who installed that SLE 11 servers long time ago. We can offer a reactive type of the support, but this is really for those cases where you have an application that can run only on SLE 11 and you are not able to touch those systems anymore. In other use cases, you should go to SLE 12, which has already reached the phase where the last service pack SP5 was released, but still it's in general support. We keep adding some selected features and we keep adding some enablement, limited enablement, but still SLE 12 will stay in this general availability, general support status till 2024, and after that there will be LTSS phases available for it also. SLE 15 is the current family where the most innovation is happening. We just released we released SP3 almost a year ago, and we're about to release SP4 this June, so it's soon over the corner. And still, we plan to have SP5, SP6, and SP7 releases in this family. So it's an actively developed family where we are adding new features, new enablement, where all the major innovations happens. If we look at the SLE 15 life cycle in the bottom right, you can see the green line is representing the general support, and red line representing LTSS long-term service pack support. It's a 3 years of additional support after the standard support is over. And how exactly you can subscribe for that, and for which products it's applicable, please check on the SUSE.com/lifecycle page, where you will find all the details of those different phases of the supported service packs. Let's move. Let's talk about odd and even versions. We have two type of the service packs. The odd versions, little bit, we call them a consolidation release. That's a little bit more conservative way of doing service packs. We of course do bug fixes and maintenance updates. We include everything from the previous releases. We do improve existing features, and we add some limited features as a new features. And as you can see, it's SP1, SP3, SP5, SP7. And refresh releases, even versions of our SUSE Linux Enterprise 15 family. It has, in addition to what we have in odd versions, we have kernel version bumps. We have various stack updates. We can refresh some key components, get the new versions, and we keep adding other major changes to the service packs. And here we have SP2, SP4, and SP6 in this category. Let's move. Update and upgrade paths. First of all, you can see that we have a really dense network of possible upgrades path. You can see that the the dark line, it's offline upgrades, on online or offline upgrades, and the red line, it's only offline upgrades. Please check the release notes for the service pack you are interested to know, to get this network into the table format, which probably is better to consume. But things that I would like to emphasize here is that, first of all, you can upgrade from OpenSUSE Leap to SLES. That's a new feature we had recently, and you should consider it when you are thinking about OpenSUSE Leap, using OpenSUSE Leap. You can upgrade to enterprise SUSE without any major problems. Then we can upgrade from SLES to SLES for SAP. Sometimes you can start with something simply and easy, and then you upgrade to the full version SLES for SAP when you need it. And we can upgrade from the old code stream to a new one. Like you can go from SLES 11 to SLES 12, or even to SLES 15 if you really need it. Also, please take into account that you can skip a service pack. You can jump not to the next one, but going further than just that, and you can do other interesting things. So please check the release notes of the service pack you are looking for. Let's move. Beta program. We do have two types of the beta program. We have a special beta programs for partners where they can get all milestones, but we do have a public publicly available beta where everyone can access to some selected beta programs. And I do recommend you to consider joining beta programs because that's the perfect way to influence what is inside our releases and what would be needed for your use cases. That's a great channel to talk directly to engineering and product management, and we are more than happy to talk to participants of beta programs. So welcome. Okay, that's the chapter. That's the next chapter, and let's talk more about SUSE Linux Enterprise 15. First of all, SUSE Linux Enterprise 15 has four themes that been been with this family since it was born, but it's with every service pack we keep improving them. That's something that is really in the DNA of this family. First of all, it's multimodal. And multimodal in this particular case means that this is the general purpose operating system that can support you for all type of the use cases you might have. Either you are a traditional conservative data center customer or you are DevOps, agile, very dynamic type of the workload. You will be happy with this operating system. You don't have to have a different flavors, different operating system for those different use cases. Second, we spend a lot of time to guarantee ease of use. It's easy to install and use packages across SUSE universe. It's really something that we try to ensure that it's easier and easier to use with every service pack. Unified installer. With Unified installer, you can install all the products from SUSE family and even SUSE and even some others products from SUSE. From one single installer, you can install almost everything you ever need from SUSE. And community to enterprise. SUSE is not only open source company, but we want to. It means that we, of course, publish all the source code, but we want to be open in the way how we produce the software, how it's done, how decision is made, what is in, what is out. That's why the community relationship with the community is really important thing where we want to improve every time we release a new service pack. Okay, let's talk about modules and products. In SUSE Enterprise, in SUSE Linux, we have a lot of packages. We have literally thousands of packages. And if you try to manage an individual package one by one, that's really a mission impossible. That's why instead of using packages as a building blocks for our products, we created a concept called modules. So each package belongs to a module and only one module. So when we create a product, we just pick modules, as one module, another module, third module. We combine them, and we have a product. Here you can see the diagram that explain how we build our products. So in the heart of everything, we have the thing called common code base, and it consists of several modules. The most important, of course, the base system. We have the desktop apps. We have some other modules, and all together they create a base modules. If we add a server apps module and a legacy, then we get SUSE Linux Enterprise server. We add high availability to that, and we get SUSE Linux Enterprise high availability. We get additional modules, and we get SUSE Linux for SAP. Or we can have another dimension where we we take the common code base modules at workstation, and we we get SUSE Linux Enterprise Desktop. Also, there are modules that are not included by default in any of our current products, but still you can add them if you need. For example, you might need Python 3, and you can add it to any of existing products. So that's in the end gives you flexibility and clear definition of what is the what is inside our products, and then easy to use, easy to understand. Let's move. Here you can see additional information about modules, and the most important parameters of modules added to this table. It's support. As you can see, we have most of our modules get L3 support, but some are only at L2. Second, we have lifecycle. Most of our modules there, they follow the service pack cadence, but some they are different. For example, when it comes for containers, they are moving faster than our annual release cycle, so they have their own life cycle. And last but not least is availability of LTSS. If you plan to stay longer than the standard support, you should check that if the modules that important for you supported by LTSS. Also here we have non-SUSE modules. We do not support them, but they're here just for convenience for you to understand that this is really a third-party modules and we do not support them. Like NVIDIA, that's a closed-sourced modules that we have no, we do not provide support for them. Okay, deliverables. So we have, first of all, we have different media and channels how we provide support. We have, for example, the unified installer that can be a unified installer. We have offline installation media. We have online installation media. We will talk about them a little bit later. We provide even VMs with images. We provide base containers. We provide many other ways of how you can install the product. Another dimension, that's architectures. We have 4 architectures we support. The first one is Intel AMD. Second is ARM. Third is IBM Power, and fourth is IBM Mainframe Z platform. The target scenarios that we support with our offer, of course, the physical one. All kind of virtual, we can be used as a virtual host, as a hypervisor. We can be used as a virtual guest on top of our hypervisor or some third-party hypervisors. We can be used in containers use cases. We can run in public clouds, and we do support all the major providers. They are listed here. We also can be used in some other use cases. Let's talk about media and unified installer. We have actually two major way how you can use the unified installer. One is online, and it's really small condensed installer that will download everything as you go as needed, but it require connection to SSE or RMT. If for some reason you don't have the chance to get this connection during the install time, for example, you are doing an airgate installation, you can get a offline version that will bring everything needed, and you can install it without internet connection. But of course, later you will need the connection if you want to get updates. Quarterly updates. So we provide such a thing that called quarterly updates. Every quarter, we combine all updates that happened during this quarter. We condense, compress it in one deliverable, and make it available for you. And that is a great thing for you. And there is 2 reasons why you will like it. First of all, you don't have to worry about did I get this patch or that patch? Everything is included. You don't have to worry about the size because everything is combined, and you get the smallest size possible size, and then all overlaps they take it into account already. The second reason why you will like it, it's checkpointing. It's up to date, well known state. The every quarterly update create a checkpoint that you can use either for new installations or for existing installation. You always know what was the starting point for all your servers. Security certification. We do a lot of security certifications, and here we have just some examples. We are actually doing more than that. For every service pack we release, we're going through all of those certifications. We refresh them. We make sure that we are still compatible with all their requirements. And here you have a really wide choice, broad choice of certification. We start with thing called common criteria, which is a really wide way of looking at what we are doing. It's starting from the physical environment, how you can access it, and it goes through the all other processes. So it's a really high level view on what is happening in SUSE. And we have domain specific thing like PCI, DCC. It's a finance industry certification that is focused on the topics that are important for financial data protection. And we have many things in between, like FIPS that is focused on crypto algorithm and crypto libraries. If you're interested to know more, please visit a session that is dedicated to security and certification. There's gonna be a lot you can learn there. Okay, next chapter, community to enterprise. We have uh, we have three major waves of the maturity. We start with thing called tumbleweed. That's the thing that is driven by community. It's a really large set of packages. It has more than 8,000 packages. It's community driven. It has no fixed releases. It's really rolling updates. That's the thing where the most of it's the most innovative thing we have. That's the latest and greatest features they always try there. Either you're a developer who would like to bring a new feature to SUSE, or you need the latest and greatest feature that is not yet available, is the most stable mm, operating system. You're welcome to try Tumbleweed. But from time to time, actually, from time to time means once a year, we take a snapshot from that from Tumbleweed, and we create things called OpenSUSE Leap. That's a much more stable. It's already much more. It went through the additional testing. It has documentation. It has many other features that qualified it as a thing to be used for a use case where you have something important to run on top of that. And there's a price to pay for that. There's less packages to be included. It's around 6,000. It's still community developed, but the foundation of OpenSUSE Leap is actually taken from uh, SUSE family. So it's a binary. The kernel is literally taken, loaded from SUSE, so it's fully compatible, and it's enterprise grade. And the third wave of the products is SUSE Linux Enterprise. That's a fully enterprise grade offer. It's tested. It's ready for anything. It's battle proof. It's supported by SUSE. You get all kind of you get the support level you would like to get. And of course, there is a price to pay. The amount of packages included is significantly smaller, even to compare to Leap, but it's partially compensated by the fact that we run the thing called Package Hub. That is additional place where the packages can be found and can be installed on top of the SUSE Linux Enterprise, but the support agreement is not covering them. Let's talk a little bit more about how the SUSE Linux Enterprise and Open SUSE Leap um, is working together. So as you can see, the stable foundation of the system, the most important things like kernel, they go through the hardening process on SUSE Linux Enterprise side, and then as the binaries they are available for OpenSUSE Leap. So OpenSUSE Leap customers enjoy the stability that SUSE Linux Enterprise customer has. But there's more packages in OpenSUSE Leap. There's more active development process happening there, and those packages they are backported to the package hub where they can be taken by SUSE Linux Enterprise customers and installed and used when needed without support, of course. Let's move. One great example of which will explain the relationship between community and commercial version of operating systems that we support is RabbitMQ. RabbitMQ started as something that's completely not supported in Tumbleweed. Over the time, there were more customers who were interested. There was already certain interest to get it into the data center use case, and it was available from Package Hub. So it was already tested. It was already covered by documentation. It was available for easy install and for enterprise customer. But still, it was not yet covered with a support agreement. And at the point, and we understood that the quality of these packages is at level that fits to the enterprise customer expectation. We added it to the SUSE Linux Enterprise server, and it's now has a full right of as all other packages. It means support agreement. We fully cover that, and we fully guarantee that it's ready. Okay, so let's zoom into SUSE Linux Enterprise 15SP4. So what can I tell you right now? First of all, the feature request, unfortunately, the deadline's already in the past, so we will not accept any new feature requests for this service pack. In terms of the time frame, the beta phase already it started in November last year. RC phase started March of this year, and FCS planned for June this year. So it's gonna happen soon. And the the things that you would like to know about that, it's a new kernel version 5.14. It's also a major components update for various components like GNOME and then some other. There's a lot of new features there, and of course bug fixes that accumulated from the previous service pack. SUSE Linux Enterprise 15SP4 has three main pillars that you should know about. First of all, it's industry most secure enterprise Linux operating system. As of today, we are the only Linux distribution that has the certification listed here. And on top of that, we have a unique features that are important for secure enterprise Linux. We will talk about that later. Second, we invested a lot in base container images, and that gives a great flexibility for application developers. That simplifies the life for application developers. And the third pillar is the hardware enablement. We have done a lot of we worked hard, and we include a lot of new chip features support for new chips from from Intel, AMD, and ARM. We also tested the our version with major platform manufacturers such as HP, Dell, Fujitsu, Nvidia, IBM. We worked both with Z and Power Platform, and we enabled some of the latest cloud features available from major cloud providers. Let's look at what we have in SP4. One of the features that I personally like the most is the user space live patching, which will be available at technology preview. We've been doing, we've been offering already for some time as a fully supported feature for kernel live patching, but this is a revolutionary. It's a small revolution that is happening as we speak. Live patching is crossing the border between kernel and user space, and it will be available for glibc and OpenSSL. Those two packages they will be first they pilot this feature in user space. More packages will follow, but already as of today, with those two features, you can minimize the need for reboot. So you can maximize the time between reboots because those two packages can be patched without the full reboot. That's really great for many data center customers. We also made a lot of enhancement in base container, and you can learn more about that in the session that you see the number here. We also did many other. We add many other features. We did many other updates, and you can learn more details in that session. Okay, next, what will happen next? So we will have SUSE Linux Enterprise 15 SP5. We will also have SP6 and SP7 in Enterprise 15. For 15 SP5, we already know the timeline. It happened mid next year. Here you can see the beta phases and RC phases. So please join those two programs whenever you have an interest for this service pack. And here we have we as SLE 11, 12, and 15 are they're not the only SUSE Linux Enterprise we are currently working with. We have a next big thing called Business Critical Linux Next Generation that is coming soon, and there's a session here that will walk you through that, and will explain you how exactly what exactly you can expect there. There is more information you can find if you use those links. The release notes is the first thing you should look whenever you are interested or to start using a certain service pack. The beta program is something you are really welcome to join, and the product info is the page where you can find more information about all the products SUSE can offer to you. That's it. Thank you. Have a great day.